Hi guys, I'm Steve Good with the Scroll Saw Workshop, and I'm going to show you a little video tonight of a project that a reader sent to me and suggested I might give a try. He found a link on a website called Make, I think it's Make Zine or something like that, to turn an electric toothbrush into a detail sander. So what you're seeing here is I've gathered some tools and I've purchased this little electric toothbrush for $4.50 at the grocery store. And what I'm going to do is remove the bristles from the brush, and you can see here I'm using some side cutters to pull the bristles out. And we'll go through this process and get all the bristles and the little plastic pieces off of it. And each one of these toothbrushes might be a little different, so you might have to use scissors or needle nose pliers or whatever you have handy. And here you can see I've got all the bristles off of it, and the surface is a little rough. And I'm going to be gluing sandpaper to it, so I want to sand this down nice and smooth. So here I'm taking some 220 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to sand this down to a nice smooth surface so I can get the glue to adhere to it. The next thing I need to do is to make this a detail sander. I want the point of the toothbrush to be very sharp so we can get into some small areas. So I'm going to take this over to my power sander and put a nice sharp point on the edge of it and even thin it out a little bit. And in this picture here you can see I've already done that, and I've got a nice point. I've got a block of MDF sitting here with some 220 grit sandpaper, which is what I'm going to apply to this detail sander. And what we'll do here is lay the toothbrush head down on top of the sandpaper, take a nice sharp X-Acto knife and cut around the head of the toothbrush so we can get a piece of sandpaper that'll fit on our detail sander real nice. And here we've got the sandpaper cut out, and we're ready to glue it to the head of the toothbrush. And I'm using 220 grit here, but any grit of paper that you might want to try, you should be able to just peel this off and then stick it right back on. I decided to use the Eileen's quick dry tacky glue to adhere the sandpaper to the toothbrush, and that seemed to work real well, and I think I'll be able to pull it off. And here you can see that when you turn these toothbrush on, they do have quite a bit of vibration, so it'll be interesting to see just how much extra sanding leverage this gives me on doing some detail work. And here you can see I've got a piece of cherry, and I'm actually just going through and sanding some of the fuzzies off and using the point to get deep down inside to take some of the nubs off. And it worked surprisingly well. This definitely rates up there with one of those projects where it's pretty much I'll try anything once, and it seemed to work pretty well. I don't know how useful it is, but it's something that I can throw in my toolbox and have available for when a need does come up. So there you have it, little detail sander from a toothbrush, and I hope you like this video, and we'll see you next time here at the Scroll Saw Workshop.